Most sales teams have revenue targets, but never create a system to actually hit them. In Pipedrive, your sales goals can help drive your daily follow-up instead of just sitting in some spreadsheet. Hello, my name is Paul Miners and welcome back to another one of our Pipedrive training videos. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create clear, actionable sales goals for 2026 in Pipedrive and how to make sure your sales reps stay focused on what actually moves the needle. If you have any questions at the end of this video, leave me a comment down below. I reply to every single one. And if you need help growing your sales in 2026 and you want one-on-one help with setting up or optimizing Pipedrive for your business, or maybe even automating parts of your sales process, if so, click the link in the description to book an introductory call with our team to learn more about our Pipedrive consulting options. Now, to get started, the first thing I'm going to do is head on over to the Insights tab. This is where I can do all of my reporting and it's where I'm going to create my sales goals. Now, instead of just picking a random sales target, I probably want to base my target off how I performed this year. So I already have a Deals One report in my dashboard. If you don't have a report like this, don't worry, it's very easy to create. Simply go to Create Report and you want to do a Deal Performance Report. Now, up the top here, this filter section is where I can define what data do I want to populate with in my report. So this is looking at deals created this year, which I don't want. Instead, I want to look at deals that we've won this year. And I'm also going to put deals won on my x-axis. So now I can see the number of deals that I've won each month this year. But I actually think it would be better to look at the deal value so I can see the revenue for each month of the year. And I think just switching this to the scorecard view, yes, that's quite nice. I can see I've done just shy of $60,000 for the year. So I'm now going to create a sales goal. And let's say for next year, for 2026, I want to hit $100,000. I think that would be a realistic but meaningful lift in revenue. So we're going to now create a goal. So we'll go New Goal. And there are different goal types that you can set up. We're going to use a couple of these today. We're going to start with a Deal One goal. Now, when you create your goal, you can decide, is this a company goal, something that we as a company are trying to hit? Is it a team goal? If you have teams in Pipedrive for different regions or different sales departments, you can make it a team-specific goal, or you can make it a user-specific goal and assign this to various individuals on your team. I'm going to keep it simple. We're just going to do a company goal for now. So everyone in my team, everyone in my company, any deals that they win contribute towards our company goal. Next, I can decide, what do I want the frequency of this goal to be? Is this a weekly sales target, monthly, quarterly, or yearly? To make the maths a bit easier, let's just go quarterly. Now we're going to set this up. The duration is going to start from, let's say, January 1st, and we're going to go through till the end of December 26. And I can choose to measure deals won based on the value of deals or the count. I think value is obviously better, more meaningful if you're if you want to create a revenue target. And you can, if you want, set individual goals for different periods. Maybe you have some seasonality in your business. Maybe Q1, Q2 are generally busier, more popular months for people to buy your product or service. So you could have higher goals for those months. But I'm going to keep it simple. We're going to say to hit our 100,000, we need to do $25,000 of deals won per quarter. So we'll save that now. And here we go. My goal is now ready to go. Now, there's nothing showing on this yet because we haven't started the year. But this is all ready to go. And when I win deals next year, this report will update. And the final thing I'll do here is I'll just rename it to sales target. And I'll just put $100,000 for the year. And I can choose to put this onto one of my dashboards. So we'll just put it on the sales dashboard for now. There it is at the top, ready to go. Now, just to show you what this would look like when this starts getting updated with Deals One, here is one of the goals that I have already that's open. So this is a slightly different goal. It's showing a target of $50,000 of revenue per month. You can see the goal line up here. This is the line we're trying to hit. And you can see which months we have achieved or underachieved based on our target. So it's a really quick and visual way of seeing, are we meeting our sales goals or not? Now, a lot of business owners and sales managers pat themselves on the back at this point. They think they've done a good job, they've set a goal, great. But you and I both know that that's not enough. We know that in order to hit a sales target, we really need to break that goal down further into a few smaller goals so that we can work out, well, how are we actually going to hit that target? This is where you're going to have to do a little bit of maths. Let's break it down. If I'm going to hit $100,000 in sales next year, I need to know, well, how many deals do I actually need to win? And to figure that out, I need to know my average deal value or deal size. So the maths is pretty simple. It's for your target number of sales, divide that by your average deal value, and this will give you the amount of deals or number of deals that you need to win. So what's our average deal value? Well, in Pipedrive, we can find that out very easily. I have a report already set up down here. This is identical to the report that you saw me create just before. It is a deal performance report, except this time, instead of reporting on the total value of deals I've won for this year, I'm just looking at the average deal value. So 5,950. Let's do simple maths. Let's round that up to 6,000. So plugging that into my formula here, to do $100,000 in sales divided by an average deal value of 6,000, I need to win, rounding up, 17 deals. I need to win 17 deals next year. And once I know how many deals I need to win, I can reverse engineer and work out how many deals do I actually need to create, or how many new opportunities do I need to find. The maths on this is simply divide the number of deals you need to win by your conversion rate, and this will tell you how many deals you need to create. Basically, how many deals do you need to have entering the top of your sales funnel? And again, Pipedrive can help us figure this all out. So if I go back to my sales dashboard, I have a sales funnel conversion report here. This is really easy to create. You just go to deal conversion, and then you can create a conversion funnel like this. And so this is just simply showing me for my sales pipeline here, for deals that I've closed this year that are either won or lost, I can see the number of deals that started at the top of my funnel and the number of deals that I actually won this year, so 8. And I can see my conversion rate is 40%. So if I plug those numbers into my formula, in order to win 17 deals, divide that by 0.4, my 40% conversion rate, I now know I need to create 43 new deals. This is just simple math based on, okay, if I create 43 deals, if I convert at the same rate I converted them this year, I will win 17. And if I win 17 deals at my current average deal value, I should generate $100,000 in sales. So the maths there, actually not too complicated, but let's go ahead and now create a report for, or a goal rather, for the deals that we need to create. So we're going to do a deals added report this time. And we need to create, this is going to be a company goal again for my sales pipeline. We're going to do this, I think let's do quarterly again. Sounds good. We'll start this at the beginning of the year and we'll run through to the end of December. There we go. And this time we'll do a count of deals. We won't do a value. So in order to create 43 deals a year, that's about 11 deals per quarter, rounding up, and let's save that goal. So now I have a similar report to before. I've got my goal line. I need to create 11 new deals per quarter. I'll give this a title, deals created, goal 11 per quarter. There we go. And I'll add that to my dashboard. Let's go back there and actually let's fit these in a bit better. Let's put that one over there. So I've got my first 2 goals ready to go. I need to create 11 new deals per quarter and my average deal value in order to hit $100,000 in sales for the year. Okay, job done, right? No. I still think we can do better, because ideally what you should do now is try and identify what are the actual actions or outbound activities that you need to do to generate those new deals. Now, this next step, it's obviously going to depend a lot on your sales process and your marketing and how you generate leads. But for this example, let's say that I'm doing outbound sales, and in order to create those new deals, I'm cold calling people. Well, we can create a goal for my sales team to perform outbound calls. Let's have a look. Now, just like before, we're not going to make guesses. We're going to rely on historical data. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at how many deals did I create this year, And this is simply, again, a deal performance report. I'm looking at deals created this year for my sales pipeline. And I can see I've created 27 deals this year. Cool. I also need to know how many cold calls did it take to generate those new deals. And I've got an activity report that shows me this. And this report is showing me any activities that I've marked as done this year, and I'm filtering some. I'm only looking at activities using the call type. I'd probably be a bit more specific. I would have like a cold call activity type, but this is just a demo. And so I can see this year I have done a total of 106 calls. So if I just do a bit of calculation, I can divide, if I divide the number of deals that I created this year, 27, by the number of calls that I made, I know that I've got about a 25% conversion rate. So when I pick up the phone and make a call, 25% of the time, I'm converting one of those conversations into a deal and I'm creating a new deal. From there, I can then work out for my targets this year, how many calls I need to make for 2026. So I know that I want to create 43 new deals in 2026, divided by my conversion rate, 25%, I need to make 172 calls next year. Awesome. And so now my final step is let's create a goal to track that progress. So we're going to do this time an activity completed goal. And again, we'll just keep this simple. We'll do a company goal for now. And we're going to choose the cold call activity type because we're only tracking those, or we're only counting cold calls as part of this goal. We'll keep it to a quarterly goal for now, and we'll start this from the 1st of January, and it's going to continue through to the end of the year. And for my 172 calls, that's about 43 calls per quarter. Again, I could have different goals for different periods, but I will just keep this simple for now. There's my goal ready to go for 2026. I'll give this a better name. Cold call target 43 per quarter. And I'm going to add this to my sales dashboard. So here we go, my 3 goals up and running, and I'm ready for the new year. So if I do 43 cold calls per quarter, it's not many. If I don't hit that, there's something really wrong. But if I do my 43 calls, I should generate about 11 new opportunities or deals every quarter. If I generate 11 new deals per quarter, based on my average deal size, my conversion rate, I should finish the year by making around $100,000 in sales. Now, you will have to do different sorts of calculations to create your goals, but I hope you found that thought process useful. You should really be thinking about, if you do webinars or if you attend trade shows, well, what do we need to do to create deals at the top of our funnel? And then based on our historical conversion rate and our average deal size, how many of those deals are we likely to convert into actual revenue? And then create goals to hold your team accountable, whether that's making cold calls, doing meetings, sending quotes or proposals. Create goals to actually progress or create new deals. And then create goals to track the number or value of deals that you ultimately would like to win in 2026. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.